thought it was a great day.
Or Gator.
Yes.
I guess I was talking to my dad last night and said I love you.
Really? That is so hot.
Are you streaming right now, Gator?
I am.
Okay, so clip that later.
Indeed. It's at the very beginning of my stream, so you won't have to clip it.
Yep, great.
Alright, we're just now going into qualifying.
That wasn't funny. Nobody laughed at that.
I was concentrating, sorry.
I said my pen just died. Ain't the first thing.
Damn. Nope. Kyle, you might have to talk for a little bit, because I'm going to be eating, so...
Really?
A little bit. I've been talking with my mouth full like this. Dude, I got mashed potatoes and gravy. Come on.
From where? Homemade.
Homemade.
Like actual real potatoes or like packet?
No.
Okay, alright, fine. You enjoy that then. I'm gonna go the rest of the quick though. I got time.
What else are you eating besides that?
Hard out there. Going green. Almost ready now.
Baked chicken.
Green flag, green flag.
Baked chicken.
No, I thought you said a McChicken.
How would I eat a homemade mashed potatoes and gravy with a baked chicken?
Not that. That's what I was wondering.
Right side clear.
I'm a shotgun a beer real quick, so hold the lobby for a second if you can.
Takes you that long to shotgun a beer?
I gotta get it out of the refrigerator and check it all.
That's okay. We got 4 laps of qualifying anyway, so you got like 5 minutes.
Oh god.
God, I love
Quiet in
driving
here.
around at 50 miles an hour. It's so much fun. How was your day, Kyle?
Like I said, it's pretty sure.
Slow down.
You ready for the Roval tomorrow?
I guess.
Sounds so good.
Can't wait.
I'm excited.
So this is the first race at elimination, right?
Yes. Oh, that gave me a penalty.
Max is 28 to the good. Jag boy. Wow.
Jack Boy's going to be
That's it?
below the cut
Yeah.
line, but those 10 points are going to help him quite a bit.
Yeah, I got an extra 15, so you have 20, 25.
I I predict he'll be down by about 10 or 15.
Mm-hmm. They still qualifying?
Yes. I think Jim's got a good shot tonight.
I think Max Boost will win. Well, Max Boost wins 59% of the time. So...
Imagine the upset if he doesn't win the championship.
Yeah. Yep, it might happen. We'll see.
Oh, Booth's coming from the back.
He is.
I will say that.
Even though it's only qualifying, Jim's ahead by half a lap. So.
Who's that? Oh, Doc Rivers.
Wow. TMZ broke the news before Kobe's family to be informed.
I'm honestly not surprised.
It's a sad day in American journalism when TMZ is the most reliable source.
White flag is in the air.
TMZ broke the news before Kobe's family even knew.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, my phone was just going, like, that was the first article that went off my phone. I'm like, no way, you know? I was waiting for more articles, and, like, finally a half hour later, I'm like, oh my god, he actually died.
You're clear.
Yeah, Vince texted me and was like...
I was like, there's no way, that's fake.
Vince texted me and was like, sorry, bro. And I was like, what? And then my other buddy and my brother texted me. So I was like, oh, this ain't good. So then I looked it up. TMZ was really the only credible source. It was like Huffington Post or like a couple stupid ass sources, and then I turned on Fox News, and motherfucker, there wasn't his face plastered on the TV. I was like, oh, this is not good.
When it really hit me, I was watching the Indiana Maryland game on CBS from 12 to 2.
Man,
And then after the game, they announced it. I'm like,
Please do, man.
I can be kind somewhere.
Save it for tomorrow night. Today we have more, and tomorrow you can do what you gotta do.
Alright, I got
Yeah, I muted Discord after Wasted gift, or meme. Yep, we're done.
Hey, we finished. That's the
I haven't been looking at it all day.
Yeah, that's why it's muted, and I probably won't look at it.
I was like, damn, Sproul's going in deep, unlike his penis.
How many cars tonight?
Qualifying is 12.
You see the video of LeBron? Yeah.
Last night or this morning? I seen the one last night after he broke Kobe's record.
The one they're on the air at the airport or whatever around noon. I guess they didn't fly back till this morning.
Oh, they found out on the team plane.
We almost done eating.
Green flag, unpause. No, Kyle!
Alright, we're starting the broadcast. Gator, you at least say something, so don't need yet. Welcome to the North America E-Racing League Xfinity Series. It's the first race of round 2 for the Xfinity Series. It's the Roval. Tonight joining me, I have Gator Mike, Mr. Road Course himself. How you doing, Gator?
Oh, what's up, guys?
And also joining me, I have K-Bart. How you doing, K-Bart?
I've had better days. Yourself?
Same. Right there with you, brother. We'll get to that later. As we head to the Roval. Interesting point standings as it stands right now. NARL, Lewis, Swamp Fox, and Big Jim all within a point of each other. As I head to the lobby.
Kyle, send me some invites.
So, rumor has it that Big Jim's going to have a stout race car that came from Gator earlier. Gator, can you follow that up with anything?
Big Jim has up the pole for this race. So, yeah, he's got a pretty stout car. Our resident favorite heavy hitter, Max Boost, is starting from the rear tonight. He missed qualifying, so it's going to be fun to watch him come from the back to the front.
Right, also worth noting, Avenge is starting the Xfinity race tonight and leaving his booth for a one-off at the Roval. He actually enjoys the Roval. Rumor has it he's driving a Cody Ryan tribute scheme this evening. Follow up on that later as well. So points of interest to me, I think turn 1 on restarts, the backstretch chicane, and to me the last chicane right before the start-finish line is going to be tough no matter if you're by yourself. They head off into 1 here. Big Jim's going to set sail, Swamp. Ping-ponging back there pretty good. Top 5 looks like it's going to settle it out straight as they head into a right-hander here. Get away from these guys. Ooh, back there, they're really wrestling in the back. He's in the 44 car.
It's going to be Wasted.
Oh, Wasted's racing tonight. Good to see Wasted. Thought he was on vacation.
So he says. But, guess he found some time to step away from his vacation and, sitting in the hotel room and hop on the PS4, I guess.
Gracious with his presence.
Mm-hmm.
As it's a bottleneck coming onto the, what I would call all night as Roval 2, sorry. So it looks like everyone's going to be able to break away and get single file. Looks like Max Boost has not really been able to make up much time getting to the front. As whoa, Dangles drives into chicane. He's going to almost hop it. Yeah, I gave him a penalty. Maybe it's going to cost him big dearly there. I tell you what, these turtles, man, they're no joke. You hit these things, you're going for a ride.
Yep, you're on 2 wheels.
Single file here. I think we'll see single file most of the night. We'll be able to get a lot of talking in about real life NASCAR's Baltic loses it out of the chicane across the finish line there. Big Jim now has about a 4-car length advantage over Swamp Fox. Also worth noting, no Jagboy tonight, so Jagboy is going to probably have an uphill battle to climb after this race.
That he is.
He's in Houston watching the Royal Rumble, which I believe is.
I wish I was watching the Royal Rumble right now, but I'll be watching that tonight after the race.
Is it on
WWE Network?
Do you pay for that?
I do. $9.99 a month. WWE. I'll be expecting royalties here shortly.
Swamp hard into the fence. Swamp looks like there's a wreck. Ooh, the 1 of pin, the 2.
Is that a caution? No.
That is not a caution. Avenge is going to go on the inside of Swamp here a little bit. Avenge with a lag. Swamp's going to drive in. And there she came as well.
Dove in there.
Yeah, he did. And he made it somehow with a damage race car. So, Gator, if there's one spot on this racetrack you can make up the most time, where do you think it is? Probably the infield, I would assume.
Actually, no. I think
that is a caution.
As we have caution, I think where you can make up the most ground on this track is actually coming out of the infield and going down the the oval backstretch. Getting up through the gears, off of the banking, and going down that backstretch, I think you can make a ton of time coming out of the infield.
Worth paying attention to see if I'm trying to pull up a live stream here. Who's streaming tonight? I'll go with...
I know Ballistic is streaming, and I believe Swamp Fox is also streaming.
Alright, pulling Swamp up as we speak. Pretty sure he had pretty heavy damage after blowing the chicane there on the back straightaway. Also worth noting, this race got moved to 100% by vote of the Xfinity drivers. So we're going 55 laps tonight.
55 laps, normal wear.
Looking ready for another restart here. As Big Jim will start. Boost up to second. I wonder if Boost stayed out here trying to gain some track position. Big Jim's going to arc it through here into one. Let's see now. Boost this might be the first challenge Big Jim's had all night. Maybe. It normally takes Boost a little bit to try to get his race car dialed in. Big Jim's going to continue to lead. Right along the swamp here. Swamp's in a hornet's nest. He's got his teammate Dangles in front of him. Guard, his best friend, in front of him. Pin on his bumper. They're going to haul the mail through. I think this is turn 5. Ooh, Dangles, his teammate, shoves him into the grass.
Swamp's off to a rough start in this race.
Swamp is off to a rough start, and judging by him being on the all-time, well, not the all-time leaderboard, but the leaderboard for daily laps in the Cup cars and the Xfinity Series, I thought he would have a pretty good piece today. That's Big Jim. Big Jim can't break away from Max Boost yet, as the 2 of the lights out is second, and Lewis is running 4th, 5th. Oh, Guard just drove it through the chicane there. Dalton is in 5th, and 6th is...
Gar have both got penalties, and
a caution.
Caution.
Alright, so let's see if this mixes up pit strategy at all. Only 12 cars tonight. Roval's not really friendly for people to want to jump to the throat and race. So about tire wear here, Gator. Do you think the tires, I know the tires fall off, but how much does it affect your lap time, do you think?
I don't think it affects us that much. I think overall rhythm is going to affect your lap time more than tire wear. You could run a really poor lap on fresh tires, but you can also run a really good lap on old tires. It's about how you hit your marks.
Hit your marks. All right, nobody. Ball stick second. Yep. Boost with P2. So Big Jim, Max Boost again on the front row. Big Jim has been able to control the race to this point. He's going to arc it off into one here. Ooh.
Oh, you got a little contact.
Oop, wasted in the fence back there. And the contact is going to allow Jim to escape this time. Now clean racetrack. Let's see if Jim can continue to pull away here.
Swamp Fox back up in the top 5 already.
Yeah, pretty
no
good
time.
race. Yeah, pretty good restart here in Swamp. Making his way up to 4th, I believe. He lights out his 3rd, 4th, and then NARL Lewis is 5th, all playoff drivers. The only playoff driver that is not here to this point is Jag Boy. So Jag Boy, if he's watching, he's not enjoying seeing these guys running in the top 5 early in this race.
Bet you he's enjoying all those surprises that are coming out from behind the curtain at the Rumble, though.
What time does the Royal Rumble start? Like 10?
It started at 8, I believe.
I was talking about the actual Royal Rumble part.
Depends on where they put it on the match card. Probably, if I had to guess, it's probably going to go on last, so somewhere around 10ish.
What did I make it? All right, as Big Jim and Boost have run away with the top 2 spots, and Swamp has made his way back up to 3rd. Good recovery from Swamp after going the back stretch chicane and totaling out his race car early. And our Lewis is running 4th, 5th. His lights out. 6th is Avenge. 7th, I believe, is Dalton. Dalton's way back. Okay. Wasted. Gar in the back as well. Let's be trying to cycle to the lead here. Penn's on pit road. So Ella Penn probably pitting with some damage. Let's see if Boost can run down Jim here. So yeah, to Gator's point earlier, Big Jim's pretty solid here early and pretty solid on the road course. Which Jim being 1 point above the cut line would be huge if you can get him to win here. Now Max Boost is 28 points above the cut line, so he just needs a solid run to get the caution. Oh, no, they're just going through chicane.
No caution.
They're just going through chicane.
Got Gar and Dalton side by side back there in the back as I scroll around.
Big Jim has a really fast car. I've really noticed that.
Yeah, I wonder how much time he's put in.
Max Boost isn't really catching him, so.
And that's the first time we've heard that all season, so.
Yeah. This has got to be the race for Big Jim to win, so.
This guy's trying to drive it way in there on Dalton, and he's going to over. Oh, as Boston got a penalty, he's stopped in the front straightaway. They're going to be able to get past them. Head off into one. Some interesting racing here between these two guys.
Coming to the line, we'll have 3 to go in stage 1.
So, yep, it's Big Jim trying to get these crucial stage points here early. Long Max Boost Swamp, so the top 5 is playoff drivers, so Jack Boy is going to really be up his back up against the wall here. Especially if all 5 of these guys score playoff points, stage points, which is looking like it's going to happen.
He's running a different scheme this evening. Normally when he's come down to the Xfinity Series, he's going to run a Valvoline looking scheme, but he's definitely changed it up for tonight. White and green car.
So 1 to go here.
Gar's wrecked.
Got Gar wrecked right in front of Wasted. Oh yeah, he's running a Mac Tools. It looks like almost like a Dale Jr. amp throwback. Wasted scheme.
Yeah, he changed it up for tonight. It looks pretty good.
Alright. Let's try back to Max Boost here. Big Jim. Alright, Boost looks like he's probably closing down a couple car lengths. Maybe Jim's just cruising here.
I think Jim's got this stage on lockdown unless he makes a mistake.
Yeah, Daniel's out of grass in the front there.
Come out of the infield and head down oval 2 and 3, or 1 and 2, excuse me.
That's the part of the track
into the chicane
where I think you can lose or gain the most time.
Into oval 3 and 4. Come around to the front stretch chicane, and Big Jim, unless he blows this here, which he does not. He's going to win stage 1. How's the 1 to go? Alright, 1 to go. Yay, math. Swamp is all by himself. He's got about 2 seconds on NR Lewis, and he's 10 seconds back. So Jim and Boost are in their own zip code.
For all of the viewers watching, when Williams says JMF, he actually means it because he's from North Carolina. So.
Exactly right. Went to Currituck County High School, and they don't teach us math. So there's that. So yeah, it looks like these 2 guys up front, Jim and Boost, are definitely the class of the field. Barring a disaster, I don't think anyone is going to be able to get them as they head down the back straightaway to the backstretch chicane. So Gator, what do you think about the chicane being changed? Do you think it was good for the track or worse for the track?
I think it's great for the track. I love it. Adding another
heavy braking zone.
Yeah, adding another heavy braking zone and a passing point, I think creates a lot more action.
As Jim comes through the front stretch chicane, and now they win stage 1. Second is Max Boost.
That, and you don't have that wall there anymore.
There's 1 left in the stage now, Gator.
You were the one that said thought it was 1 to go when there was actually 3 to go.
You said there was 2 to go, like 5 laps ago.
No, I said they were coming to the line with 3 to go. Jeez.
It's been a long, rough day, alright?
Yay, meth.
Yeah, man. I wasn't really counting to begin with, so. So now they're coming back to the line to finish stage one. We're sure that time, because I actually looked at the stream. Max Boost is actually closed it up. Oh, that's a mistake right there. So it looks like Max Boost really has to hang with Jim off these starts if he's going to want to have a shot at him at the end of these stages or at the end of the race. We're going to head through the front stretch chicane, and now Jim will officially win stage one.
Now,
Max Boost is going to be second.
the change here is that that playoff point that comes with a stage win no longer matters.
And Lewis.
Lights out.
Lights out. Huge.
It was a big comeback for Swamp, you know. Didn't really start great the first 5 laps, but really came back strong and get a top 5 there.
Yes, he did.
Well, to be a champion, you must at some point overcome adversity, and he overcame some adversity in that first stage.
So Big Jim, Max, Swamp, and our Lewis and Lights.
Correct.
Are your top 5, that's correct. Which puts, look at this, 2 lights out and up. So I think the points actually stay the same for the time being. We'll see how they do.
Yeah, all 5 playoff drivers in this race ended up in the top 5 in that stage, so points aren't going to change a drastic amount.
Yeah, just put the bus. Actually makes the 6-4. Alright, as they head down into the corner, Dalton drove in there a little bit. Big Jim, that Swamp's going to be in front of Boost and see how long he can hold him off.
We got a bottle up here in the back.
Oh, Swamp blew him. Got a little loose going on that turn.
So then he finds himself all the way in the back.
Yeah, he got shuffled in the back out of that. Oh, Swamp completely blew that corner.
Head through the infield. This infield's tight. Not a lot of passing opportunities here. Just kind of manage your manners. Now then we get back up onto Oval 2, which I believe is turn 9. And heading to turn 10. Down the chicane. Chicane now is going to be interesting.
Ooh, Dangles gets really loose on braking.
Ooh, Avenge blew it. Avenge blew it. Let everybody go there. To the Swamp. Cut some grass, but as since then, Reef settled back down in 3rd position. It looks like Max Boost and Big Jim and Max Boost have broken away with the top 2 positions.
Ooh, penalty for lights out.
Oh, that's going to be huge.
Caution. That helps him.
So you could actually see some guys stay out here.
I think they'll all stay out, unless they got damage.
Lewis has a little bit of damage.
Yep, he's pitting, so is Lights out.
Looks like Ballstick's going to come down for the road as well.
Overcoming adversity. A couple of the playoff guys here has got damage.
Bars also coming to the road, so it'll be interesting to see how that strategy affects everything as we get ready to go back to the restart. Swamp inside of road 2, Big Jim and Max Boost in the front row. Dalton P4. This is going his way for 6. LL Penn is riding in the 5th position.
Oh, Max
Boost
on the
got in
wall.
the fence. Boost got in the wall. 3 wide. 3 wide, Penn back out of it. You don't see Max Boost make a lot of mistakes.
You pancake that sucker too. Revenge backs out. Oh! Who just got wasted? Got hit by NR Lewis. Went in that corner.
Lewis guys racing for points. Probably lost some track position there. Worried.
He's on a mission to get back up front. He's feeling some pressure at that moment, I believe. Driving like a madman. Pin in the wall coming out of the chicane. It's like the back.
Next Boost guys just kind of hanging on to him here a little bit as they head into the front stretch chicane. Ooh, Boost hit the turtles. Just got him within a couple car lengths.
Oh,
here.
we got Big Wreck. Pen around.
Wall sticks on the fence as well.
That's a caution.
That's a caution.
Sounds like Ballistic got in the pin. After tapping into the radio. Sounds like he was apologizing to the one car.
Yeah, so it looks like pretty much half the field here is going to pit. Probably most of them got damage. It's going to allow some guys to try to gain some track position. Get ready for stage 2. Yep. Revenge guard, Dangles.
Top 5 stayed out.
All stayed out. You're racing here. Big Jim's going to get the jump again, heading off into 1. Oh, Swamp drove it in there on boost. Oh, wow.
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 Don't know if that's going to go over well with old Max.
Move by Swamp there.
And we'll see if we get some retaliation here.
Yeah, in Swamp's defense, I'm watching a replay. It looked like Jim got on the brakes a little bit early, and Swamp was trying to avoid him. And Max ended up being an innocent bystander, but we'll see if...
oh, here we go.
See if Max... back. No, I think Swamp might have just let him go.
Yeah, it's like Swamp gave it to him there. Kind of like a, hey, I'm sorry, go on, it's business. It looks like Big Jim's going to continue to lead here. There's Swamp.
Got a Vince fail in 4th. Lieutenant Dangles in 5th. No. Dangles falling back. Now NR Lewis on
Caution's out. Oh, the stage is over. Oh, the caution came out to win the stage. Alright, so your stage finishes Big Jim, Max Boost, Swamp Fox, NR Lewis, and Avenged Fail in the 24 car. I don't know what brought the caution out there, guys.
I didn't see anything from my view. But I think a lot of it is these guys are getting these course penalties for hopping the curbs and the chicanes and just running over each other. Because when the game stops you, it does not ghost you at the same time. Your car stays solid and it's just sitting there in the track in the way.
Shout out
Penn stays out.
I feel like if
Penn pitted, but he took strategy to do something different.
I feel like if you get a course penalty, the game should ghost your car so nobody else runs into you. But
oh, Big Jim waits no time to get out of Penn.
They're going to head off into turn number 2.
Oh,
pin in the wall.
And to the right-hander, Pin up here is really mixing this stuff up. Ooh,
Max on the wall.
This is going to allow Big Jim just to get away from him.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is big.
These guys are beating and banging.
Oh, they're around in the back.
Yeah, Dangles. Looks like Dangles and Avenge. I really couldn't see what happened there. All I did was see Avenge turned around. That's going to bring out a caution. Tough restart there for Max Boost. A little like Swamp got into him a little bit. I don't know. It's just the all looked insane, to be honest. We're looking to see what pit strategy is here. Currently, it's Big Jim, LL Penn is hung up there in second. Swamp Fox, Max Boost, and Ballstick at top 5. With it should be around 20-ish laps to go once we go back racing here. So Big Jim, Penn, Swamp, nobody pitted. First change of positions, wasted back in 7th. Gar, NRL Lewis. So here we go. Big Jim's going to restart. Looks like Swamp's going to go to the inside of Penn here. This Penn's going to be super conservative. Boost is going to try to cross him up, get underneath them. Swamp,
oh my gosh, yeah.
Swamp must have had a lot of rear wheel spin there. It's going to allow Boost to get second.
Wild in the back, fellas.
This Penn's having a lot of wheel spin.
Oh, Dangle's got loose at the inside wall.
Yeah. A lot of wheel spin back there.
Yeah.
You really got to be disciplined on the throttle here, especially when you're in traffic. I think it's the hardest part. This ball stick's going to drive through. Couldn't tell who that was. Oh, Penn. Made contact a few times today as Max Boost. Now tries to set his sights.
NR Lewis got around ball stick.
Top 3. So pretty much it's been this top 3 all night. Big Jim, Boost, Swamps. Really the battle's been about 4th on back.
Oh!
Boston.
Oh my god!
He didn't even.
He killed that wall.
What was he doing there?
I think he got a little bit of help on that one.
He had no chance.
But I would love to see a clip of that.
His lights out's going to go wide through the chicane. It's going to allow Wasted to get by.
He just Chase Ellioted the backstretch chicane.
But so much faster.
Oh, Dangles and Avenge getting into it here.
I clipped that. I got a beauty.
Dangle and Avenge are racing hard here through the infield.
Meantime,
contact 2 or 3 times.
Max is staying in tow with Big Jim here.
Man, you gotta think Max Boost just sizing him up here, guys. Kind of stuck.
I
Ooh,
think
Max
so.
Boost drives into the chicane.
This is the closest he's been sitting all night.
Yeah, it looks like Swamp's starting to go backwards a little bit as Penn gets by him. I don't know if Swamp got a little bit of damage there. I know our Lewis is up. His Dangles run 6th, Avenge 7th. It's Mo, Big Jim, Max Boost for the lead. Max Boost is going to go inside of him into 1. And for the first time tonight, we have a pass for the lead, and Big Jim is not leading. Max Boost to the lead at the Roval.
Now, if I was Big Jim, I wouldn't let that. Oh, he has to give him the bump. I wouldn't let that bother me too much. I'd just regain my composure and just kind of ride behind him.
Yeah, you've gained a lot of points tonight, Gator. I don't think you really. Of course, you want to win to get in, but it's worse come to worse. You finished 2nd behind Max, and it's a caution zone.
A win's going to clinch a spot in Homestead, though, so.
His caution is out. I don't know what it was for. Anybody know what it was for?
Swamp's driving around with no audio.
I went through that at Bristol. I imagine it's miserable to road course.
Yep,
oh my god.
I go so much off of the engine tone when I'm driving. To not have sound, I feel is just devastating.
Yeah, I went through it at Bristol, which is tough. I had to drive the car off the tack. It was fun, good time. And I didn't stop hearing a French cage accent the whole time as we get ready for the restart. Max Boost is going to be the leader now. Big Jim, this to be the first restart. The Big Jim hasn't had the inside line into one. Let's see how it affects him here. He's going to do a good job here. It's going to allow Penn to get the run inside. Penn's going to get into him a little bit. Jim's going to be in the fence. Yes, Penn's going to get away with the second position. Jim third.
Swamp
hard in the corner.
Swamp cooked it.
That might be. Ooh,
Penn got loose.
That might be a product of driving without sound, though. Swamp's at a real disadvantage.
As now Jim's up to second, Swamp third, fourth is NARL. Ben is the commentator up to fifth. As Max Boost continues to lead here. And that's pulled Jim for about 20 car lengths, so we'll see how this goes. Looks like everybody's on Baltic back there side by side with, I believe, it's lights out or Dangles. Big Jim here, you got to remain calm, try to hit your marks, and reel that 5 car back in.
Oh, somebody in the chicane got messed up. I think it was Lieutenant Dangles.
Max Boost continues to lead. With that said, anybody watch the Rolex 24 at all?
I did. I watched bits and pieces of it. It was I'm not the biggest endurance race fan, but seeing cars back out on the track racing, regardless of series, was refreshing.
It was refreshing. Also, I think Chase Briscoe was a part of the overall winners team, if I'm not mistaken.
Ryan Briscoe.
Oh, Penn's around.
Oh, Ryan Briscoe. Any relation to Chase Briscoe?
Negative.
Close enough.
They're beating and banging off the...
They are. Yeah. Penn, wasting. All these guys are ping-ponging pretty good here. They head through the Roval 1 and 2.
Let's see who overcooks the chicane. Ooh, Gar!
Oh my gosh! I think Wasted was part of that.
Wasted got collected. Gar overdrove it. I called that. I saw that coming. I knew somebody was going to overcook it.
Oh my gosh! Penn just died in that corner.
No,
Lights is around.
That's going to be a caution, fellas.
That should be a caution.
Yep. Alright, we're coming down to about 10 to go. What kind of strategy could we play here with this caution? Would you take tires now, or just stay out on your older tires and save track position?
I think if you're going to get tires, now's the time. Stay out later. As you noted earlier, though, tires aren't that critical.
No.
But 12 to 13 laps is a pretty long run on tires here. So, it all depends on preference. And that should probably be your last time to get adjustments in if it does go green.
Well, I'd like to go ahead and, I guess since we're getting down to the end of this, shout out that 24 car that Avenge is driving. Williams, if you want to go ahead and take it from there.
Yeah, man. We lost one today for sure. Actually, I'm going to let the three-star go because Dangles and Avenge are leading the race, and I don't know how they got there. As Max Boost tries to go in the middle for 3 wide here. And it's Jim. As Jim's going to try to power back to the lead here, and he will. As Avenge is going to ride in second, Swamp third. Oh, Dangles is going to hop the curve here. As Avenge gets away in second, Max Boost and Swamp side by side for the 4th position. So that allows Big Jim with the strategy to regain. Boost will get shuffled out here by Swamp. Not a hard race tonight between Boost and Swamp. As Boost will get in the fence, it's going to get back into ball stick here. swamp. Not going anywhere. It's going to be boost down to the grass again. I'll tell you, the 15 and the 5 have ran into each other multiple times. But yeah, let's go back to that beautiful paint scheme that Avenge is rocking this evening. Kobe Bryant, man, not the greatest basketball player, in my opinion, of all time, but you know, it's up for debate. At least top 4, top 5. You know, had a couple hiccups in his life, but like America, the second chance program, he did that, pioneered the sport, had the moment motivation, man. He never lost, wouldn't accept losing, and I definitely used in my life to get over not only sports stuff, but like life stuff, man. Don't give up and keep pushing on. So,
North American Racing League would like to send their thoughts and prayers to the family of Kobe Bryant. I know Kobe wasn't the only one on that aircraft. They also lost Kobe's daughter as well, his oldest daughter, and 7 others. So, to everybody affected, we'd like to send our thoughts and prayers to you guys.
Well said, Gator. K-Bart, anything to add on that?
Yeah, only reason why I'm an NBA fan, and especially a Laker fan, is because of Kobe Bryant, and that one really touched me. Yes, even yesterday, LeBron James passing Kobe Bryant, it hurt a little bit. I'm like, it's basketball, got to go on, and the next day, this happens. So, shed a tear. So, thoughts and prayers to the family of Bryant.
Avenge is in this. Avenge is in this race with a tribute Kobe car, purple gold, number 24, just to honor him a little bit.
I'd like to say, you know, as a NASCAR family, I know I can speak for all of us, but we lost Senior in 2001, and you know, I'm not going to say to NASCAR fans that the loss of Kobe affected them, but to the NBA fans, I think that we kind of know where they're coming from a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We've kind of been down that path. It's dark, but the light will come to fruition, and just got to carry on the spirit and go Lakers. We get back to racing here. Let me try to find the leader.
We're at 10 laps to go right now. Coming to the line will be 9.
10 laps to go. As boosted Jim. Jim used that restart earlier really to get a pretty big lead here. It looks like he is.
Boost had to deal with all of that traffic coming back up through, and Jim, in the meantime, set sail and took advantage of that.
So if Boost wants a shot at Jim, he's probably going to need a caution, because we've seen Jim be solid all night long. I say that he almost hops the chicane, but he does pretty good to keep it going straight. So we got Big Jim, Max Boost, and there's Swamp Fox. 4th is Avenged. Dalton is 5th. So we're getting down to it here at the Roval. So worth noting about all the points, guys. Jack Boy did not race tonight. Jim's going for a maximum points effort, actually, which wouldn't matter if he wins the race. His maximum point effort kind of wouldn't matter at that point.
That's correct. He did get the pole, which is 2 points, and 6 points in both stages for winning. So he is on track for maximum points. However, a win will clinch his way to Homestead for the championship
Max
race.
Booster was 28 points above the cut line. He's having a stellar points even himself. Let's see, did he get? Yep. Second stage, second to 4 and 8. So he's working on another good points day, which would almost pretty much lock him into Homestead. You would think, you know, if he has one more solid race at Kansas. So that's pretty much half of our Homestead field there, kind of clinched up. So the run by Swamp Fox, who's finished 3rd in both stages, is pretty big for him currently as we speak.
Yep, Swamp's earned 6 stage points tonight. He was down 11 on lights for 3rd place. So he'll be pretty close by the end of this. We're gonna have a really close cutoff line. Dangles in the pits. Must have gotten some damage.
Yeah, looks like Max need a caution to catch Big Jim. Is tuning into our 3rd place battle with NARL. He's actually ran down Swamp here. So we look to the outside of him on one. He's going to try to undercut him here, going into one. He's not going to get it done there.
Well, as I can tell you guys, every single point matters. So,
Yeah.
if I was Swamp, and there's 3 races left to go in the season after this, I'd probably be holding NR Lewis the best I could. If it was the regular
points,
if it was the regular season, I might think about letting him go here, but every point matters right now.
yeah, yeah. Gator, you really caught a tough break at Bristol. Getting lag spiked there a little bit early, and then we never had that caution in stage 3 for you to recover. But I will say that I had a blast racing with you and Wasted there at the end of stage 2. It was pretty fun.
I was holding you guys off for my life. I knew my playoff life was right there. So I was doing everything I could to hold you guys back. Just
poor Wasted. Wasted was having a great night up to that point. And then he said it in Discord, which a lot of people don't have, but he said that me and you showed up at the end of stage 2 and like, what are y'all doing here, man? Damn.
Yeah, then stage 3, and some lag happened. It was really unfortunate. Affected the outcome, but it is what it is. We move on. It's another day. There's also another season coming up here soon, so get back after it.
That's right.
I'm not one to sit here and complain because I could have picked up those 2 positions that I needed to advance somewhere else, like Talladega, when I blew pit road.
And I followed you.
Oh my God! Let's not talk about that. Gator leads the field coming down pit road, and then 5 of us.
So being eliminated the way I was not my fault, but putting myself in that position in the first place was.
So it looks like Swamp has been able to pull away from NR Lewis. It looks like Max Boost is he's closed down the lead a little bit. I just looked at it; it was about 6 seconds. Now it's about 5.5. So not much. Looks like Big Jim's doing his job, hitting his marks here.
It's the closest battle on the track. Everybody else is kind of spread out for the first time this race.
Yep, so NR Lewis and Swamp is the closest thing we've seen here. Y'all excited for the Daytona 500 coming up, or what?
Hell yeah.
I am so ready for the Daytona 500. Both in reality and in our new league season, which will be starting in the first week of March. So 2 Daytona 500s coming up.
Pretty exciting. Our second league Daytona 500. It's Captain Killam first.
We are on 6 laps to go. It'll be 5 to go at the line.
Which at the Roval was about 6 minutes. Yeah, crazy. Season 1 in the North America E-Race really went quick, guys, didn't it?
It was a little bit shorter because we got started late, but next season will be just a touch longer, maybe 3 or 4 weeks longer. But it did go by really quickly.
Yeah, be sure to stay tuned to our Twitter for breaking news, silly season news. Pretty sure we're going to have some big things coming up on the horizon.
Who goes where? What series everybody ends up in, and what cars they drive. It's silly season's coming.
Gator, you gonna stick to that 00 next year, or are you gonna say this for a little? Give us a little sneak peek what you're gonna be driving, or what?
I'll give you a little snippet. I will not be in the 00 next season. However, I will not divulge what car or cars I have my eyes on.
Well, I'll tell you what, that 00 patriotic team you ran at Bristol was beautiful.
Yep, thank you 704 for that patriotic scheme that you finally put in the game after 2 installments. I really do appreciate the 00 patriotic scheme.
It was beautiful.
I know you guys put a lot of hard work in, and you own the licenses to the scheme and everything, and I'm really thankful that you finally put it in. It looked good at Bristol.
4 to go at the line, correct, Gator?
Should be.
So this race for 100% race is going pretty quick, actually. Because NR Lewis has got lap traffic in front of the 15 and the 74 as they continue to battle through the chicane. Lewis done a good job here.
It went pretty quick through the stages because the cautions were rampant, but this final stage has been pretty clean here for the last, I don't know, they've got a decent run going. 10 laps or so.
Swamp is...
Oh, Swamp with a penalty.
Swamp. Yep, and NARL Lewis is going to get that position.
Oh, and Dalton, too.
Oh, man,
big
crazy.
mistake from Swamp.
Yeah, it's going to cost them 2 points at least. So, a huge mistake there for Swamp late. Looks like NARL Lewis is experiencing a little bit of lag, maybe. And as he continues just to see if where we are. The closest battle on the racetrack is nobody.
Ooh, Dangle's getting out of Jim's way. And getting a penalty in the process. Oh, watch out for Boost. I believe we're coming to 2 to go, but I'll verify that here in just a minute. Waiting for Swamp Stream to catch up. Over that penalty, he's kind of far behind.
He's way back there. There should be 2 to go, I believe. Go
ahead and get back on our leader here for the end of this.
Jim continues to track through the infield. As we are on 3 to go, so we'll be 2 at the line. So a big race for Big Jim, guys. He's going to try to lock himself in here, which would be huge. He'll be the first driver locked in the Homestead. Sets us up as we get down to the wire here in the season. Next race is in Kansas on Wednesday night for the Xfinity gas. And then Phoenix and then Homestead, and it's off for a little kind of month, half a month. Jim's going to roll through the chicane here. Come to 2 to go. I tell you what, though, we'll give Marcus Smith a shout out. The Roval, even though I don't like driving it in the game, has put on a great race 2 times that they've been there. I think it's a great course. I think the Indy cars will be really good here too.
If NASCAR could only get their stuff together and call in consistent cautions, it'd make it a lot better.
Yeah, that's always been a NASCAR problem, dating back to forever.
They won't call a caution for a car sitting in front of the field, but they'll call a caution for a car that spun out half a lap down. So,
what do you think about Indy cars coming here?
IndyCar is one of my favorite forms of racing. They always seem to put on a good show. So I think it's going to be exciting to watch.
As Big Jim's going to come through Oval 3 and 4 and into the front stretch chicane and get the 1 to go. Okay. So there's 1 to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Big Jim with a dominating performance here, really putting his exclamation point on a good season for him so far. So he's going to punch his ticket to Homestead, barring any huge mistakes here.
He's got a big gap over Boost, so he just needs to play it safe, take it easy.
He's going to dance through the infield.
This will be Jim's 3rd win of the season.
Probably the biggest one to date.
Definitely the most important.
Where were his other 2?
I'll have to go back and look. Let me pull that up for you real quick. Go check out these results.
That's just going to come down the back straightaway. Into the backstretch chicane. No problems thus far. Nice and smooth as he's been all night. He's going to exit the chicane nice and smooth.
Big Jim has also wrapped up wins at Kentucky and Dover.
Kentucky and Dover. So 3 completely different parts of this race. He's going to go into the chicane. And Big Jim is going to take the win at the Roval. As Gators mentioned, his 3rd win of the season. And that punches his ticket to Homestead as Max Boost will come in second. Looks like NARL Lewis is going down the back stretch into the chicane now. We're going to follow him home as see if he can hold off Swamp for third, which will be a huge third place finish for him.
Here comes Lewis.
Lewis will get his third place finish. Good run for Lewis. This Swamp is going to tackle the French chicane for the final time and finish fourth.
He's going to tackle it.
Tackle it. Excuse me. Avenged. Track his way through there as well.
Wind up with the top five with the Kobe tribute car.
That's it. So that rounds out your top five as Max Boost comes in second. So Big Jim, Max Boost, NARL Lewis, and Swamp Fox rounds out your top five. As I'm going to try to get a race winner in here.
Well, as we wait for our winner, K-Bart, you have any thoughts?
Oh, here he is. Big Jim, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing freaking fantastic. Williams, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. Congratulations, and what a win, man. You really had that thing on rails tonight. So I got to ask you, you led most of the night. Looks like Max Boost got you one of those restarts. Were you concerned? Did you hit your marks? What happened?
You might not have seen it, but it was definitely a track position battle. If I didn't make it 3 wide on that one restart, I think Max would have cleared the field and he would have been the guy with a 5-second lead. But yeah, overall, I was pretty scared. Max Boost was freakishly fast.
As he always is. All right, tonight joining me in the booth, I got Gator, Mike, Gator, anything to add?
Jim, how you feeling, buddy? You're on your way to Homestead after that.
I'm feeling so great. It's not even Homestead that makes me feel great. I wanted one chance to beat Max. The guy's incredible in this game.
That was going to be my next question. You
leader.
finally beat Max head-to-head. I'm sure you get some satisfaction out of that because you have tried and tried and tried again, and then tonight it finally happened. So.
Oh my god, you have no idea, man. I mean, no disrespect to the Cup guys, but I feel like he would be probably on top of the boards in the Cup as well. Dude's just insane.
K-Bart, do you have any questions for our race winner tonight?
Hey, congratulations, man.
I appreciate it.
Hey, so I have a question. Are you gonna back off the next 2 races, or are you gonna keep going for it every race? You gonna try to save the stuff for Homestead?
Yeah, I mean, my plan is to stay out of the way and hopefully get Swamp some points. He's my FPG teammate. I need him to get into Homestead with me, so I won't pull anything dirty. But you know, any advantage I can give the Swamp, I'll probably benefit him. Try to get him up there at either Kansas or ISN. Those are the next 2 racetracks. So.
10-4.
All right, Jim, anybody want to shout out for you hop over here?
Just want to shout out Max. He raced me very clean, and shout out to Swamp as well. I think he came home 4th, and that was all said and done. He was a 3rd place car all night, and we were sharing a little bit in the FPGM camp on what we were doing to turn those quick laps. I think it paid off pretty well.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on your win. Congratulations on your trip to Homestead. Can't wait.
All right, I appreciate it.
Can't wait to see how it shakes off. Good job, brother.
Yep, thank you.
Get Max in here. Well, K-Bart, now for your thoughts, I guess.
Thoughts on the race? That actually surprised me. Big Jim really had the dominant car. The fastest car did win the race. Max Boost, he deserved the 2nd place. And it was just there where everyone had to fight the battles to get positions. And Max Boost joins in here. Max
How
Boost.
you doing, Max? Congratulations, brother. Second place run. It's kind of awkward to see somebody outrun you. So, how was it, man?
It was really fun. Big Jim, he's such a talent. He's such a fast guy, man. I'm so happy to be beat by him. He was just in another zip code this race. I couldn't keep up with him. Oh my gosh, man, I'm sweating. I was wheeling this thing. I think I could gain on him maybe after a couple laps once I got in a rhythm, but from the gate, he was just like, bam, he was gone. So, congratulations to him. He killed it.
Max,
Right.
it's Gator.
Yep.
I noticed you were behind Big Jim most of that race, running in second place. The gap was vary from, I don't know, half a second to maybe 2. And then final stage came along, the final restart, and you got caught up in some traffic. And by the time you got clear, he was gone. But is there anything you could have done differently to maybe get around him? I know we saw a glimpse of you passing him real quick, but anything you could have done to sustain that?
Yeah, the car actually had really good long run speed. On that last restart, I got knocked around and actually got like 92% aero damage, so it just drove like a dump truck after that. And so I was just making mistake after mistake and trying to wreck on braking zones and stuff. So, I mean, I guess if I didn't get wrecked on that restart and was able to kind of not lose, I don't know, dude, that was nuts on that restart. He split the front 3 wide. He came out of nowhere. It was gone. It was amazing. But you know, if I would have gotten through there cleanly on his back bumper, I think I would have had something for him. I ran a 10th off his fastest time with a car that was junk. So I mean, I believe we had good speed. And I was gaining on him at the end. He was probably getting.
Well, congrats.
It would have
to
been
you.
a good battle.
Congrats to you. Still came away with a good bucket of points heading into Kansas next race. So you're still sitting well above the cut line. So it was still a good night. So congrats.
Yep, I love it. Thank you guys so much.
K-Bar.
Hey, it's K-Bar. Congrats, man. Second place, that's pretty good. You know, normal, not your first place. I think before this race I did the math. You won 59% of the Xfinity races. Of course, that's going to go down a little bit. What is your goal for Kansas other than the win? Like, stay up front. Let's see, you started in the back today. What's your mindset for Kansas?
Just get good points. I just really want to make it to Homestead. So I mean, a win would be nice, but I would just want to have a smooth race, just have fun, because that track's a lot of fun, and these guys are great to race with. So I mean, the main goal is always to have fun, but just get a good points day. Hopefully, like this, you know, second place finishes in the stages and a good top 3. Like, if I can get that at Kansas, I'll be so happy going to the next race.
Congrats on second place, man.
Thank you very much.
All right, Max. Well, anybody want to shout out before we hop off here?
Yeah, just shout out to the Kobe Bryant family. Absolute tragedy that happened today. Just sending out the positivity I can that way. It's really sad. You never want to see a family get torn apart like that, especially an icon for many, many people. So just celebrate that.
For sure. I know you're from the Southern California area there, and he was a huge figure in that part of the country. So
absolutely massive.
I know that region is hurting tonight, and
big time.
Yeah. So
yeah, thank you guys.
All right, Max. We appreciate it, man. Good luck at Kansas. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very, very, very much.
All right, that is going to wrap up our broadcast. Anything y'all want to add, Gator or K-Bark, based on tonight's race?
Based off of tonight's race, definitely got to tune in for Kansas. The cut line is going to be super close, and it's going to make for an exciting race between the 3 or 4 drivers that are right on top of the cut line there. I think Max is going to be pretty safe, but action should be fast and furious. And definitely tune in for that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree with you, Gator. I think he's going to be pretty well locked in the points already. He's just got to finish well, top 5, and I think he's on his way to Homestead already. So, and I think he knows that, but he just doesn't want to say it. So,
doesn't want to feel cocky.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for tonight's Xfinity broadcast. Tomorrow, the Cup guys take on the Roval, as Avenged is going to be back in the booth as the 6 playoff drivers try to race their way into Homestead on one of the circuit's toughest racetracks. Tune in tomorrow at 8:45 Eastern to catch all the action.
And one last thing before we sign off. Williams.
Yep.
I'll take a shot. Kobe.
There you go. Bang. Yeah. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. And y'all be good. Take care of each other and hug your loved ones.